This might be a little bit longer because this is 8 years.
Oh my God.
This is
Nadia.
Nadia.
Now you can tell me getting old.
Okay, so Ryan calls me Nadia from this wrestler from what, WWE?
Yes.
Okay. Ryan, I don't know where to start with you. If I had to put it into words, I would have to write a book. I've known you for 8 years now, and you became my very best friend. I remember the first day we met. You actually remember the date as well, so that's how I got to know. It was October 22nd, 2002.
23rd.
23rd? 23rd, sorry. When you came after school in front of my house asking for Christine, who was my cousin and was your close friend at that time. You wanted to see if she lived there, and I lied to you, and I said no, because I was like, who's this random guy asking for my cousin? Then when I saw your facial expression, I said, yeah, she does, and started laughing. Because I guess you already knew she lived there, and then she came out to talk to you. Since that very day, we started to build our friendship. The countless hours spent talking on AIM, and you actually have all those conversations saved to this day. To all the late night phone conversations, we always wanted to break our previous record of hours spent talking. You're the type of person that puts someone else's happiness above your own. I remember all the times back in the days in which your friends came first. You were always the one to organize and plan events or places to go, just so everyone could spend quality time together. You always wanted to see your friends with a smile on their face. You dedicated most of your time to helping a friend in need of advice or just being there to resolve the situation. It's amazing how we managed to stay friends for the past 8 years since I was introduced to you by my cousin, and you guys are no longer friends. You are, and so far, the only guy friend I introduced to my mom, and you already know how much she adores you, and that she asks about you if she knows you haven't came by in a while to visit. There's not a time that I could say we even had a fight, argument, or dispute about anything. That's what makes our friendship so awesome, because we understand each other on so many levels. You always had haters for the simple fact of the type of person you are. I can honestly say that I'm so proud that you always stayed true to the person you always were and never changed that part of yourself for no one. You are definitely different from every other guy out there, and that's what makes you special and stand out from a lot of them. I've seen you at your most very best, worst, loving, and angered times. So basically, I've seen you in every way possible. I remember through our college years, I kept you company almost every night on the phone while you were walking home from the train. All the advice you have given to me over the years can never compare to anyone. Even when I felt embarrassed or shy to ask you something, you never once judged me, and you always wanted to see the best in someone, even when there was nothing at all. We've been through so much as friends along the years, from having our own little family crew to all the lost relationships and friendships, to the death of our very own close friend, to college years, and now our years after college. Although things can never be like how they were back in the days, the memories we have built along the years can never be duplicated. Wherever life takes us, or where we end up being, I will always be thankful for having you in my life and being my very best friend. And for the record, Ryan, I've never finished watching that Trish Stratus DVD you gave to me all those years ago. Happy 25th birthday, and I love you so much.
Alright, well. Alright, so this is another 8 years of friendship, being exposed. This is Kathrina. Kathrina, cool angel.
Hi everyone, good night. For the info though, these papers can really not justify the type of person Ryan is. I don't think in 8 years, all the things that we've been through, I can sum it up in 2 pages, 20 pages, 100 pages. But I'll try. So, first I just want to start off saying happy 25th birthday, Ryan. I met him in 2002, so this year makes it 8 years since I've known Ryan. When I met Ryan, he had this funny haircut, you know, like those coolie boys that go like the side. So I think that's the first day he walked into my classroom. He came in with a transcript just like this. It wasn't mine. My program stuff for somebody else's. But he was like looking at me, and I looked at him and I'm like, this haircut is just so funny. It was the first that caught my eye. But little did I know that we would know each other for so long. He's actually the only person I'm close with from high school, and I guess there's a reason for that. Ryan has actually been through a lot in life. He's been through relationships in which he was hurt really badly. He was backstabbed by like close friends, envied by a lot of people, mainly because he's such a great person. Not a lot of people like that. Whatever bad thing can happen to a person, Ryan has been through it. And I find that so admirable that a person can go through so much in life and still stay so strong, which I love that about you. Ryan doesn't back down from nothing. Neither will he support wrongdoings. Ryan is incredibly faithful and loyal. Never will he disappoint his friends, parents, and especially his girlfriends. Ryan always gives 100% and more. He tries his best to make everyone happy, but at the same time, he doesn't take crap from anybody. Ryan would make the perfect boyfriend, one day the perfect husband, and every day he makes the perfect friend. He has a way of making people feel comfortable, cared for, and loved. Since I've known Ryan, he never let me feel like just a friend. He treated me like a sister. He never let anyone talk bad things about me, and he always stood up for me, which I find really cool, because not a lot of friends do that. They hear things and they just go along with the crowd. Ryan does never, since I've known Ryan for 8 years, he doesn't go along with the crowd. He's actually the leader of a crowd, which is good leadership skills, you know. He stood by me through thick and thin. What more can a friend actually ask for? Ryan is intelligent, full of life, and has so much to give someone. I'm truly thankful for being blessed with a friend like Ryan. Ryan is an amazing person who has a cheerful spirit and can light up an entire room. He has the ability to turn bad situations into good situations. I just want to let you know you're a gem of a person and you deserve all the best. No one can be like him. He's unique in his own ways. And I wouldn't change or trade him for the world. Thank you, Ryan, for being a part of my life. Thank you for giving me the privilege to grow and mature in front of you, vice versa. And thank you for being someone I could count on and trust. And lastly, thank you for being you and never changing, staying sweet and always being that kind person. Don't ever change. Stay and be true to yourself. I pray that God blesses you with a long, healthy, prosperous life. And I love you, and I want to see you just get
old.
No, get wise. It's not old. It's wisdom. Wisdom comes along with years, and he's gonna always stay young. He has a young heart, and I wish you all the best in life. I hope you get all the joy and all the happiness you deserve, because you truly deserve it. From the bottom of my heart, I mean this. I don't think anybody deserves as much as Ryan deserves. He's passed through so much. He's gone through so much in life, and I don't think anyone knows the amount of pain that he's suffered. It's just something people keep bottled up, and I had the privilege of knowing these things and being with him and being beside him, and I don't think I could handle situations that he's been in the way he's handled it. And I love you, Ryan, and I'm happy to see where you are today. Today's your 25th birthday. You've accomplished a bachelor's degree. Hopefully one day you'll go on longer. Don't cry, but I love you. Don't do that. Okay, sorry.
Alright, so last and final speech, I swear. This is Ryan's best friend since 3rd grade, so that's about 17 years of knowing him. This is Naresh, aka Samoja.
What?
Samoja, it's her best friend. Samoja is her best friend.
Happy birthday, first of all.
Oh shit. Your homework gonna be that long.
What, man? Mine's not as long as everybody else's. This is why I didn't want to go last, because everybody said everything there is to say about him, but I'm gonna try to top that or whatever. I'm not saying that, I'm trying. Okay. Ryan, oh man, I don't know where to start. But when I think of you as a friend, I always think about being the best there is at anything there is. And from being my best classmate in elementary school to being my best childhood friend, playing video games or I don't know what else, playing Monopoly and stuff like that, to now being just my best friend and for everything. What makes you the best first is your role model, Bret Hart. And I'm going to answer your question. You asked why he likes Bret Hart. Because Bret Hart is the best. And so is he. And of course, most important, I would like to say that his parents, they always gave him the best. And not just him, but his brothers as well. And they raised a great person for the world, which is filled with a lot of negative. They inspired Ryan to be the man he is today. The reason I can consider him being my best friend is he's always putting his own issues aside to help others, especially me, when it's come to difficult times through relationships or, you know, financially because the whole job stuff. You know, I always, I respect you for the fact that, you know, you've always been genuine and you've always done everything that you believe in that is right. And, you know, a lot of people would say, you know, don't change and, you know, stay the same, but I don't think I will have to worry about that because you're surrounded by some of the best friends and family members that I know, and I know you would never change. I just wanted to say a few things personally. You know, I remember back in high school, we weren't always so close. We probably didn't talk as much, but, you know, somehow you never gave up on our friendship. And, you know, because of you, I'm here standing here as a different person. You know, I could be hanging out with other people who drink, smoke, or go to, you know, do stupid stuff. But you're someone who showed me that you don't have to do those stuff in life to have fun. And I respect the heck out of you because of that. Because of you, I've met some great people as well. From your family to our common friends. And I'm not naming everybody here, you know. Everybody knows who they are. Some memories I have, well, you know, you have a memory like an elephant, like they say. I have a memory like somebody who's in the beginning stage of Alzheimer's, so I don't remember a lot. But from what I remember for the past year, this is the only person that I could think of that would be staying with me at midnight at GameStop waiting for a game that he has no interest in, just to be hanging out with me. And, you know, also, I appreciate everything you've done for me, helped me. Like, I remember when I used to be starting back up with school, you let me stay overnight because I didn't have my computer back then. You let me stay overnight, finish my papers and stuff, and, you know, you just always been there for me. You know, I also remember some of the nicknames you gave me, like Naresh Maharbunk and Rishibai and Samoa Joe. But you know what? I still love you. And just want to wish you a happy birthday. And, you know, best feature. And
Let's see a manly hug.
what?